I have taught you the important feature of the democracy. Now today just now I want to teach you the important example that is related to the democracy, and how the different examples are very important for you to know how they rule the country. So first example that I want to make you know, that is related to the case study of the Pakistan. The example of the General Musharraf, that you know, that he ruled the Pakistan in 1999 onwards, and will give us one important feature of the democracy. In Pakistan, General Parvez Musharraf led a military coup in the October 99, sorry. He overthrew the democratically elected government 99 and declared himself as a chief executive of the country. Later, he changed the designation and he became a president of the country. And in 2002, he held the referendum in the country to grant himself, as to show himself that he's a democratic ruler, not a dictator. So in that election he was chosen for the 5 years, and he got the extension also. In August 2002, Musharraf issued a legal framework order, and in this legal framework order he amended something in the constitution of the Pakistan. According to this order, the president can dismiss the national and the provincial assemblies. The work of the civilian cabinet is supervised by the National Security Council, which is dominated by the military officers, and the final power rests with them and General Musharraf himself. So during his rule, although the people may have elected their representative in the national and the provincial assemblies, these representatives were not allowed to take the final decision. Instead of these were taken by the General Musharraf and his army officials, none of whom were elected by the people. This condition cannot be termed as people rule. Thus, one feature of the democracy that shows that in a democracy, the final decision making power must rest with those who are elected by the people. And in this case study, that you can understand, the Parvez Musharraf was a military chief, and he removed the democratical government and he sat on the throne, but he wanted to show his face as a democratical ruler. So that's why he conducted the referendum in the country. And so it is a very important feature that you know and you have understood about the Pakistan. Now I want to discuss the China also. The case study of the China, it is also very important, that the example of the China will give us an understanding of the feature of the democracy. In India, you know, there is a multi political parties are there, but in China there is also multi political party, but the Communist Party is very much stronger in the China. So in the China, the member of the Chinese parliament are elected by the people after every 5 years, it is true. But the contesting elections, the candidates need to be approved by the Chinese Communist Party, called the Quango Renmin Daibo Dahui National People Congress. So the National People Congress has the power to appoint the president of the country and some members elected by the army. Before contesting the election, the candidates need to approved by the Chinese Communist Party, and only in members of 8 parties allied, 2 are allowed to contest the election. Thus the government form always be by the Communist Party in the China. So here you can see only the Chinese Communist parties are having the right to form the government. any of the political parties are having they have contested the election, but if they are winner, but after all, in finally they have to give the support to the Chinese Communist Party to form it. Thank you.